So, this is Tallulah. We're welcoming a new pony to the channel. Put a few shorts about her already and I kind of keep forgetting to make this video. I've just kind of got so distracted, but I feel like I need to do it and just give her a proper introduction. So Tallulah is a rising 3 cub. She is currently 2. I think she's going to be 3 in June or July. She's a grey roan, we think. So that means she is a roan at the moment, but she probably has the grey gene, which means she might go a bit lighter. So I don't really know how tall she is, but she's already a lot bigger than Birdie, and she's very chunky. She's a cob, so yeah. And she was actually ginger when she arrived here. She's changed a lot. She keeps changing every time we see her, really. She has got the sweetest personality. Like, she's such a people pony. Always likes being active. She's really playful. She's always really in your face, and that's a really nice character and personality trait for horses. So you just want to keep walking around, don't you? But hopefully, with doing these YouTube videos with her, she'll learn to just settle and just kind of relax a bit whilst I'm in front of the camera talking to you. She's really clever and sweet, but she's quite fidgety. She likes to be moving around a bit. That's just something I'm gonna try and help you just relax a little bit. She's just in your face all the time. Stand still, stop eating the floor. So I only started working with her a few weeks ago. I think it's almost been a month now, hasn't it? So yeah, she basically had been handled a little bit. She'd been halter broken and that was pretty much it. So I've been working with her a few times a week for the last month and just kind of bringing her on a little bit. Obviously she's only 2, so she hasn't done much and she doesn't really understand much, so I'm just kind of helping her with her basic groundwork and being a horse at the moment, aren't I? So yeah, we're just going to be working on basic groundwork, so I'm just going to be bringing you guys along her journey. So plans for the rest of the year with Tallulah are basically just bringing her along on her basic groundwork, just kind of halter breaking her a bit more and just kind of introducing her to normal in-hand work. And we are hoping to start lightly backing her at the end of summer and just kind of sitting on her a little bit. Obviously she's only 3. She's going to be only 3, so we don't want to be doing too much with her and putting too much pressure on her. Obviously, she needs all her bones to develop and everything. She is bred by the stallion Wilkismoor, which is quite well known in Norfolk. So they're really well known for their lovely temperament. And what else? And yeah, she's one of the last foals of his batch, so yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? She's definitely a special thing. You're very special, aren't you? And you like scratches. You do like scratches, don't you? Still trying to find out what she likes and what she doesn't like at the moment, but yeah, you do like scratches, don't you? Okay. And the result of scratches is always having very dandruffy white nails, because there's a lot of it. I really hope you can't hear the pigeons, because I filmed this video a few days ago. That's why this is coming out a bit late. And the only thing you could hear was the pigeons that are nesting on top of the arena roof. And I was just stood there with nothing coming out of my mouth. It was really funny. It just looked like I was talking pigeon nonsense. You're doing very well. You're going to get used to being a YouTube pony, aren't you? So I'm just going to show you guys a few of the things that I've been working on with her. So at first, I was having to lead her with a lot of pressure on this lead rope, and I was having to pull her, and that's what I see a lot of people do when they're leading their horses. They've always got this constant pressure from their hand to the lead rope, and they're dragging the horse along, but she shouldn't like it because she's not used to it, because I haven't done it with her. So they're dragging her along, and that means the horse isn't using itself properly when it's walking. It's not having any energy and impulsion itself. It's just relying on being dragged along. So what I've been doing is creating energy with my body and not the lead rope. The lead rope stays slack. And so she's responding really well to the energy now because she knows what I'm asking. It took a good week to get her to not have to need any pressure at all on the lead rope, and that's the very basic steps what you need for when you're doing liberty. When you are doing liberty, you're not going to have this. You are relying on your body language and your energy. Taught her pretty straight away because that's something she needs to understand when we do liberty work. And she's a really quick learner. She's only been doing this with me for a few weeks and she's really picked it up really quickly, asking them with more energy to come and be at my shoulder. And if she doesn't respond, I just put even more energy, and it's just a little bit of pressure and energy to be at my shoulder. Look, she's nice and at my shoulder. I'm not having any pressure on the lead rope. And that's her stop cue that she loves. She loves stopping and she loves to look away because she loves her treats so much. I have taught her something straight away that says she won't be getting a treat if she's looking at me for the treats, hence why she is looking away and minding her own business and not coming into my personal space, and she knows that's when she gets a reward. Another thing that I've been teaching her is to back up. What I see a lot of people also doing is backing up from the halter and pulling them into the back up. Not only is that just kind of putting them off balance really, and just it's not making them use themselves correctly and back up with their own posture and using their body correctly. I like to do it without any tension on this at all, and I just use energy instead with the whip here, and I just swave it a little bit, until she moves, and then I release it. And that's all we've been doing. It was tiny at first, it was only just like a little bit of a weight shift backwards, and then she can keep increasing it until we can do some steps, and she knows to keep going until I release the pressure and invite her forward. You're doing well at demonstrating this. For being only 2, hey, you're quite good. So this is all just really basic groundwork at the moment. It's just like being able to do some circles without having to put any pressure on the lead rope. Literally just her following me, staying at my shoulder, having a communication with her. So if I wanted some more energy there, no pressure on the lead rope, and just asking her to stay with you. And if she lacks it and she goes behind me, I just put in more energy. I just invite her forward and then reduce the energy once she's done what I asked for. And she just needs to stay at my shoulder, really. Her stop cue is pretty simple as well. It's just whoa. Put the whip in front of her as like a little block. When she's in front of me, we're walking, and I just go, whoa. And that's just her cue for stopping. And I also have a voice cue, whoa. And she listens to that really well. They both go together, but they can be used separately as well. For instance, when I start riding her, I can use that as an emergency stop cue. Yeah, because she's 3, so we're going to be lightly backing her in the end of summer when she's kind of 3.5, really. Yeah, at the moment we're just kind of progressing towards that with just basic groundwork, such as like jumping beside her and lining her up to the mountain block, and she's taking it all in her stride really well. So yeah, I think I did put a short about that out on my YouTube channel yesterday. I'm going to be doing a mixture of her journey. Some of them will be on shorts, some of them will be on Instagram, and some of them, the more important milestones, will be as long videos like this for. So yeah, to help her with the transition to becoming a riding horse, I have been doing a lot of groundwork, which will be leading her confidence further for that, so she doesn't have a big jump scare and someone starts sitting on her. All it is me asking for her to stand still and not follow me, which is something a lot of people who use treats and do liberty just think it's just following a treat. It isn't just following your human for a treat. That is not what liberty is. You're not just, it's not like a dog and you're just saying, oh hello, I've got a treat, you want to follow me? Let's just not following me now, because I'm not using the correct body language and I'm not communicating with her like in a really specific way. It's not just, here, I've got a treat, do you want to follow me? It's always like a communication. There's always language, and there's always like things that I'm telling her and things she's telling me, and it's a clear way of communicating rather than just running around and her chasing me. I've got a pouch full of treats. Like, I'm working with getting her to stand still and stand, and she knows that I haven't indicated in any way for her to follow me. In fact, she's just going off and doing her own business. I still want her attention to be on me, but instead of standing still, relaxing, and just listening for when I do ask her to walk on. Okay. A demonstration would be handy. Good girl. Concentrating on me but not following me, not trying to turn her body towards me. She knows that she will get her reward and her space when I finish doing what I'm doing. So all I'm doing is getting her used to me jumping beside her, which at first she was really skittish of, and she was like, why are you, one, not standing here? Why are you standing where my belly is? You never really stand beside my belly. And also 2, she just is trying to figure out if the energy of me jumping is me asking her to do anything, or if it's just me asking her to stand still. And she has realised that all I'm doing is just jumping, and she just can stand still and relax and just think about the next step that we'll be doing. We'll try that again. Stand just without anything. And she's still looking for me. Stand on this side as well. She's not as good on the right side, but I just haven't really done as much on the right side as I have on the left, so that's just simply that. And she knows when I'm asking her to walk on and when I'm asking her to stand still. We'll do a bit of liberty work. Yeah, we'll do a bit of liberty work. So, at the start, she was a baby, and well, she still is a baby, but she was 2 and she hadn't even done anything except walk on a head collar. It has taken a month really to get to the point of actually being able to do liberty, because I wanted to create a solid foundation of the normal basics before asking her questions that she might not understand because she hasn't done any preparation for it. Another thing that I just want to point out is this is in no way at all a punishment or anything to hit her with. It's simply an extension of my arm. It was simply if I need a long arm to get to her from where I am here, so I can just create energy with this instead to back up, because I don't want to be crouched here with my arm around here. It's just an extension of the arm. At first she didn't really realise that, and she was a bit confused why this is here, and all I did was just some desensitisation. She's come to realise that it means no harm, and it's simply just a way of me communicating clearly my questions to her. So yeah, when we're doing liberty, it's literally the same as everything we've just been doing, except there's no lead rope. But that doesn't really make a huge difference for us because we haven't needed the lead rope in the slightest when doing normal groundwork. And it's just still exactly the same. I'm not having to stop her or start her with the lead rope because all the questions that I've asked her with the lead rope can easily be done without the lead rope, because all it is, I was told to stand still. All it is energy and reading each other's body language. So, you can also use a voice cue for trot if you want it to be even more clear. And changing what direction we're on as well. That's something that we did with the lead rope on first. Basically, like how when you're lunging and you ask them to come in and then you change. It's exactly the same. Oh. Yeah. Channel. Different track. Oh. Good. She's very excited and very interactive, and this is just something that she really loves doing. It's her character and it's her personality. Like, she just loves to play. She loves to just fiddle with things. She loves to be active, so that's why she's a really good candidate for Liberty. Even though she's only 2. But I have to keep remembering that she's only 2. A month ago, she wouldn't even walk properly beside me. All she thought was that she's a horse and that she can stand in the field and eat grass all day. That's literally her life up until then. But she has begun to realise that she likes to play with humans and communicate. And she's not forced to do it in any way. It's just a communication. Good girl, walk on. Trot on, I mean. Trot. That was a bit of a miscommunication, because I said walk on. And then didn't expect her to do it afterwards, because I realised I said the wrong thing and she didn't do it because she was like, yeah, what it was that. So I can say, try. She keeps offering canter strides as well. She's like, ask her for a canter. Canter. Good. That was a few canters. Also, you'll notice at the trot at the moment, I'm not as close to her as I was in walk, because she is still a baby. We haven't done this much. And I just want to be able to keep an eye on her from a safer distance. I've kept my bubble bigger so that we are both in a safe place until we get to know each other a bit more. So I can say, try. And she knows to stay over there. And then she'll, and if she does ever come too close to me or bargee, I just back her up and I say, stay over there a bit. And I just let her stay over there a bit. And I don't want her to get too like overstimulated, and just, I want her to be able to relax and not have too much energy and tense and just becoming a little ticking time bomb. Yeah. I'm just letting her relax at the moment. She knows I'm not asking her to do anything, so she's just going to have a little chill time. Let's see if there's anything else I've missed out, because I've filmed this twice already. She likes to hold objects as well. That's just you being a little mouthy 3-year-old, 2-year-old. So something I was working on is also just desensitising her to the whip. This is what I did, just to reassure her that she can just ignore all of this. It's not anything except me. Same with me stroking her, it's just an extension of the arm. So yeah, again, just working on her standing now as I'm jumping. Getting her used to the motion of me just being around her, ready for when we do some mounting work. But yeah, you are such a cute little baby, aren't you? Anyway, I feel like I've waffled on a little bit too much. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm not really good with long videos because I haven't really done much. But yeah, I feel like that'll be it for Tallulah's very not so brief introduction video. If you have any questions, just let us know, and I'm sure you will see her a lot more in all my future videos. Hey little YouTube pony, you're going to love YouTube, aren't you?